okay, Steve, read my notes.
Somebody grab,
Yeah, that's okay, I can do it.
I think it was downstairs.
Yeah, no worries. When I think about Jim's career, two words come to mind, and that is commitment and dedication. Commitment, absolute commitment to quality and integrity. I would go into Jim's office when I first met him, and there was a plaque on the wall, a poster, and it said, "We are motivated to say yes, but not afraid to say no." So at first I really not sure what he meant by that. But then I came to realize that what he meant was, in quality, we're going to do our best to push ahead production. But if something isn't right, and that submarine should not be certified, we will not go forward. We will have the courage to say no. So it took me a while to get that as I came into his office on various events. But he lived those words. And he taught me to live those words. Dedication to SubSafe certify 350 new construction and availabilities over the 18 years that he was the SubSafe Special Emphasis Program Director. An amazing accomplishment. Usually late at night, oftentimes early in the morning. As was said, the pizza boxes strewn out around the office, but still finding some way to have fun while we did it. And every letter, as has been said here tonight, every letter to the Navy from Electric Boat, certifying on behalf of all Electric Boat that that submarine was ready to go to sea, to dive, to test depth, had one signature, and that signature was Jim Newton's. An awesome responsibility that he shouldered so beautifully over the years. Commitment to mentor and teach and pass on his wisdom and guidance to many of the folks in this room, to a lot of the young leaders that are in place now in quality and SubSafe supplier quality, with the technical experts in this room in all those disciplines, are here in large part because of his wisdom and guidance. And I benefited from that guidance as well. When I took this current job a couple years ago, Jim pulled me aside and he said, "Ken, do you have a dog?" And I said, no, why? He said, "Well, if you work in quality and you want a friend, you better get a dog." And then finally, dedication to preserve the memory, and the lessons from the loss of Thresher. Jim has been a student of that tragedy, researching why it happened, how it happened, and what we need to do to never let that happen again. He read the biographies of everybody that aboard. He studied the congressional testimony. He even learned about Irene Harvey, the wife of the commanding officer, Wes Harvey, who after the tragedy Jim learned, dedicated her life to supporting the submarine families at the subbase in our area. And then upon her death in 2014 at the age of 87, and at her request in her will, the Navy tasked the USS Annapolis to surface 200 miles off Cape Cod at the site where the Thresher went down, and to spread Irene's ashes over the ocean. Jim researched and found that story. And he went on a mission the last 2 years of his career to tell the story of Irene Harvey and the whole Thresher story to over 10,000 people in our supplier base and within Electric Boat. I think you deserve a round of applause for that. And now we have two very special gifts for you, Jim, and we'd like you to come up. And I'm going to say in advance that these gifts are due to some excellent research by Steve Kirkup. So I'm going to ask him to unpackage the first gift. So Jim Noonan, this is a model of SSN 593. And it reads, USS Thresher, SSN 593, Lest We Forget. Presented to Jim Noonan, January 11th, 2019.
Awesome.
This is amazing. Don't drop it.
And the second gift is a book published by the Navy exactly 1 year from the loss of the Thresher. And the book contains a quotation from President Kennedy, the biographies of every person who was aboard the ship, and a collection of condolences from leaders and others from all over the world after the loss of that ship. It's an amazing book, and we're honored to present it to you.